And now, meteorologist Marty with Southern Colorado's most accurate forecast.
Well, the rain and snow showers were starting to get pretty intense again around the Pikes Peak region. They're beginning to fall apart. Notice the spotty nature of the returns that we're seeing here on StormTracker 13 Live HD Doppler. Now, we're not the only ones seeing the showers at this point. In fact, they're quite common anywhere along and west of the interstate, and even in some cases a few showers across the plains, as we're seeing out there, say, to the west of Springfield, for example, as well as along I-70. On the Palmer Divide, we're looking at improving visibility from just a half an hour ago up there at Dutch Heritage Gardens, and that'll be the case with these showers off and on the rest of the afternoon. Real spotty, generally short-lived, and being that it's a little later in the day and it's in April, I don't think we'll have too much trouble on the roadways thanks to them. 39 right now in Freedom Financial Services. The one thing that these will tend to do is keep the temperature down. Obviously, the shade doesn't help with that. And kick up the wind on occasion. We've had a few breezy spots. We have 39 right now. Walsenburg had some sun this morning. It's clouded up again. We've had some recent light snow in the area. But right now there at the Colorado State Veterans Nursing Home, you can see that the roadways, even in the parking lot, are generally just wet. So SkyCast shows this rain and snow drifting off to the south and east throughout the early evening hours and then ending very quickly as the sun sets. Overnight tonight, we'll set the stage for a pretty cool night as the sky clears and the wind remains light. So that when you wake up tomorrow morning, I think in many cases, you'll probably be in the upper 20s to lower 30s. As much as we've been talking about a nice warm-up, I don't think you'll feel it real early tomorrow morning. Look for teens and 20s out there across the mountains and mountain valleys. Now, give it some time tomorrow. SkyCast does suggest we'll keep the sky mostly clear here in southeastern Colorado. And as the air warms up overhead, gradually we'll notice our temperatures start to come around. Now, we're not looking for a lot of wind tomorrow, which is probably a good thing, but often that makes for a slow warming process. As we get into the afternoon, we do think we're going to reach the 60s to near 70. I just want you to be aware that if you're out the first half of the day, you want to keep that coat with you because it will take a little while for these numbers to materialize. Up across the high country, even Leadville will be in the mid-40s. Gunnison should hit the mid-50s. So really, the air overhead is quite warm. And that warming will continue into Wednesday, which should be a day that warms more quickly, and we end up in the 70s. I likely would imagine we'll get some more wind on Wednesday, too. And that may be true off and on Thursday and Friday as a weak cold front comes through the area. But we're talking about temperatures hovering in the 60s even behind that front, and we may hang on to that warmth through Saturday. Saturday should bring us increasing clouds ahead of the next cold front, and probably some wind too. So by late in the day, Saturday or Saturday night, we'll start to cool off. And on Sunday, we may only have highs in the 40s, and we could have a mixture of rain and snow showers to contend with sometime in that Saturday night to Sunday time frame. It looks like we'll get any rain or snow out of here by the start of early next week. Well, I think late in the day, again, we'll have you up around 70, although it will be a little cooler for much of the day, obviously. But Wednesday looks very warm with highs in the 80s. Some wind, yeah, that'll move in Wednesday, stick with us for the end of the week. But we'll stay in the 70s Thursday through Saturday before cooling into the 50s, perhaps, with a few showers possibly Saturday night into Sunday. I think if we're going to get any showers around Canyon City through this period, it's that Saturday night, Sunday time frame that's going to bring you your best shot at it, too. Along the river, we're talking rain. Mountains, yeah, maybe a little wet snow, especially if we get something to come out of the sky Saturday night. But again, the numbers look a lot better than we've had lately, with upper 70s perhaps on Wednesday, and then even a little bit cooler later in the week. We're talking about 70s here, so it's going to be pretty nice. Teller County, after a few more snow showers today, we should be done with that for a while. We'll get you into the 50s tomorrow, probably 60s on Wednesday. Dip back a little through the end of the week, but still looks nice if you don't mind some wind. And then perhaps some accumulating snow starting late Saturday into Sunday, because it's that time of year.
Yeah, it sure is. Thanks, Marty.
You're welcome.